Before you start watching this video, consider that you probably won't be too interested in the actual conversation going on. However, the reason I wanted to post it was because I was just surprised by how solid the coverage was while mobile going throughout the city. I mean, I would expect myself and Paul to be able to receive each other while driving throughout the city, but the reception was absolutely solid from start to finish, and that really surprised me. So I'm travelling here from essentially South Bristol, and I'm going right across. It's about a 20-minute drive across to kind of the northwest side of the city. So it's a fair distance, and although, as I say, I would expect him to be able to receive me, I was just surprised at how well it worked. So take a listen, see what you think.
Consider getting a radio that covers 11 metres, because the conditions are going to come back. The solar activity is coming back. The sunspot activity for the 11-year cycle is coming back. It's on the incline. It's not the decline, it's the incline. So, this summer and next year, definitely, you'll start hearing probably Atlantic stuff coming in, the stateside. And probably 3 years from now, you'll be hearing Bermuda Triangle in East Asia and Japan and Australia, everything coming in. Very great. Again? Somebody said really, what else?
Break station, go ahead.
Sorry, it's Tango Whiskey 03. What's the station you're talking to there? Is it right if I try and get back to it?
Yeah, go ahead, no problem.
Yeah, Tango Whiskey 03 to the other station, come back.
Hello, is that you, Alex?
Hello, Paul, how are you doing, mate?
Yes, all right, mate. Where are you at the moment? You working in Bristol on the hands, those little cheap ones?
Yeah, we can change his Ashton Hill.
Yeah, you're 5 and 5 here, mate. No problem at all. There's Miles up on Dundry Hill. He was giving us a quick shout out. I think you'd give him a radio check earlier. Good to hear you, Alex. Yeah, I was just telling him about the solar activity. Tell him about the group, because he's going to join a couple of groups later on when he gets home on Facebook. Tell him your group.
Yeah, Roger. Well, I'm going to have to leave that to you because I'm currently at work. I just flipped through and heard you talking. I was wondering whether it was you. But yeah, we're on Facebook. Transmission World. You'll find us. PMR shortwave amateur CB. Your little bit. Your radio 5 audible matter. Anyway, get back to your over. I won't get back to work. I'll catch you on the plane.
Alright, mate, Alex, there you go. You got all that, didn't you then, Miles?
Negative, I've dropped down the hill now, so I missed some of that, but I got most of it.
Transmission World, look that up. Another group, PMR and CB 11 metre DX. Transmission World, look that up as a group. And obviously it'll be Bristol based. So look that up. Enjoy that one, but the other one, the experimental, the one you've got, you should have it on your pop-ups, so don't delete it. Re-engage that one, and you'll see me on there. Or just put a general thing on the wall, who you are, or put one of your YouTube clips. I will see it, and on my notifications, and then I can add you. I'll just say who I am, and you'll see me then. You'll know who I am, and I could give you more details. Yeah.
Just mobile at the moment, so if I'm slow in coming back, that's the reason.
No problem, we fully understand. Yeah, the law is a bit of a grey area with microphones and transmitting them while you're driving, and I think they're more to do with, you could get these PMR, Vox units. You could get a voice operated Vox, or you could get a button on your steering wheel and press to talk, and you get like a microphone high pickup noise anti-limiting high pickup on the sun visor. They're really good. You can get them now for your radios, no problem at all. Just look them up, and they got no issues with those.
Yeah, I did this because I put a video out once where I was driving and talking, and people are very particular about certain things. Obviously, well, fair enough. I mean, it depends what the law is. They'll always come back and call you out on it, rightfully so. And I did check into that, and from what I could find, it is okay. I'm sure it's not really, ideal, but I don't believe it's against the law from what I could find from looking through various sort of papers and stuff.
That's right. I mean, you're obviously, if you have an extension speaker that is on the dash, or it's in clear view and audibility, the radio is easy access, but and you're not looking down. It's basically, you know, it's all on, and you're not looking down and away from the road. And you're on what fixed on a frequency, it's lit up like Christmas, then you should be good to go. But it's a grey area. I think when you're doing heavy manoeuvres and doing 360s and parking and stuff, it's not advisable to be transmitting, is it?
No, I think when you're going through any kind of major built-up area and things like that, it's not ideal. You know, you've got to change gear, you've got to do stuff, but it is, I believe, very different from texting or something like that, because, you know, I'm talking to you right now, admittedly, I'm driving 40 mile an hour in a 40 zone, of course, and my eyes are on the road, and, you know, this is no different from eating a chocolate bar, to be honest.
That's it. So there's no drama there, mate. Hey, what are you using at home for a home base antenna? What do you use for a home base?
As I said before, I don't have any home base at all. Just kind of, my partner won't go for it. I haven't got anything up on the roof really. It's all kind of not an area I've gone down really. Nothing
in the loft. You can use a collinear in the loft, you know, which will work probably well. I don't know. You're in a townhouse, probably got a very steep loft, or is there an attic room?
No, there's a loft. Yeah, it's a good size actually. It's plenty of room in the loft to put an antenna, but I would certainly like to get one up on the roof where I am, because I'm at about 78 meters above sea level, but there's areas around me that are a bit higher, and I definitely want to clear the roof.
Yeah, you know, a collinear on this frequency isn't that particularly big. I mean, I use large antennas, but they are the top of the range collinears, high gain, you know. They're superior, super. But I'd imagine a GP6 or a GP1. A GP1 is only, I think, 6 foot, not even that, 5 foot. It's got an 8 dB gain on this band. That's plenty. And you can put that up on the chimney, no one will really see it. It's just a white stick. It's a white fiberglass stick that probably look like a VHF stereo aerial, if nothing else, or a taxi aerial, with 3 little stainless steel ground planes. It's not ugly, and you know, and that probably work really well for you.
I reckon it would actually, because if you take a look at the view from the roof of our house, we've got a cracking view out across Bristol, really.
You'd only need something like that. A GP1 or a GP6, that's a little bit bigger. The GP6 is more like 10 dB, maybe a bit more, about 10 dB. But they're made for a very high altitude. They radiate and lobe down. They pull down. As the GP9 is more outwards and goes up, it's more for valleys. I got the GP9 because I'm not particularly high above sea level. I'm about 170, 180 foot above sea level, so it's not that high, but it's a good all-rounder. It's a repeater access aerial. That's what they commonly call a repeater access area. It's a guaranteer. So from hilltop to hilltop, they work fantastic, but they don't go into the floor valleys. So if you're on a hill using a GP9, it will transmit to another hill, but it won't transmit down into the valleys very well.
Roger. I mean, the Panorama collinear I've got on the roof of my car, that's a good 7 dB, I think. But of course, with the high gain, there's always a price to pay, isn't there? Which is in the radiation pattern, and that is a similar idea. So it sort of does a pointing cone almost out. So great from a hilltop, but as you say, not perfect for if you're going to want to go down kind of 45 degrees into a valley.
Nah, that's it. But the GP1 and the GP6s, they're moderately quite high gain, but they kind of work those low to high altitudes. They got better radiation patterns. Horses for courses, they're made for general use, but there are higher gain aerials, but then you lose. Where there's a gain, there's a loss. So they're probably the 3 best aerials out of the lot that Comet do, and they're very well built. That's why I like them. I mean, the GP9 American, that handles 200 mile an hour winds. They're made for hurricanes. is so well built, but I paid 300 quid for that mic.
I think it's a common misconception, you know, that people just look for a gain figure and assume that it's just, you know, win-win almost, without kind of understanding the physics behind it.
That's true, very true. As I said, with where I am, I've got exactly what it says on the box. It does what it says on the tin, and it works well. I did, before investing and buying and purchasing and going to the trouble of putting it up, I did my homework, and I thought that's the best antenna for where I am. But then saying if where you live, I would say a GP1 or a GP6. Google search it, have a read on the write-ups of the best kind of layout and where to put them and cite them, and see the reviews. That's the thing. Just read the reviews on there. I always go through that as well, practical experience, because you know there's no exact science. You know, it's just you've got to suck it and see. You've got to try it. You know, they're not that incredibly expensive. I think the GP6s and GP1s are around about the oneer. They're about 100 quid, the British version, and if it's not quite within SWR range, there's a simple mod you can do to them with capacitors. Just take the aerial apart and just change the capacitor value, and it'll widen the bandwidth. But I don't think you'll have any problem with that.
I'm just down by Ashton Gate now, and I think I'm actually recording all this, by the way. I just have a GoPro on in the car. I think I'm going to post this up, and it'll be a good example to you of how well you get out while someone's mobile across Bristol, because there's really not a glitch.
Fantastic. I do like that. And hopefully I have a radio voice there for everyone to hear, and they will recognise me and make me even further more famous. I love it. Thanks, Miles. Get me out there. I love it.
Well, welcome to TDCat Tech. This is your radio channel on YouTube, and we got Paul. Hi, Paul.
Hi everyone out there, the CB masses. If you want to, welcome to an introduction to 4460935. Don't worry, we always include the increments. Channel 8 PMR to others that are not in the know. And we're just doing a little sort of test here, where Miles is portable using a collinear portable mag mount. I'm using a 9, and it's a GP9 collinear high gain antenna. I'm sort of moderate ASL, about 170 feet above sea level on the outskirts of South Bristol, Knowle West, and we're chatting now two-way, so just to show what we're doing and the audio quality. So hopefully that's enough information.
On the spot, no problem. Look at that. What a pro.
Yes, I've done videos myself. Not quite as good as yours there, Miles. You've got more of a better voice for it. You sound as though you work for Radio Bristol.
Oh God. BBC Radio, a BBC Radio DJ.
Radio Bristol. No, I got the wow. I got too much of the R. Kind of ruined it. Yeah, never mind. Do you know my stepfather done police traffic control on Radio Bristol, and he was as Bristolian as you like. But I think they used it for that. It was very articulate, but he just had a regional accent, and he refused to lose it. He was very well educated, grammar school, everything. But it was brilliant. You know, he was on there for years on traffic control, police traffic, where they'd hand it over to traffic control, and he used to talk people through which roads to go up and which to avoid. You know, that was many years ago, back in the 80s.
Yeah, I think accents are very much back in. I think back in sort of 50s, 60s, 70s, people were against regional accents. You would have to have sort of received pronunciation, but that's certainly not the case anymore. I think a regional accent is exactly what you need.
Yeah, wouldn't it be great to have an Ecky Thump accent, a North accent, and you're in the royal family?
Hey, right. Well, welcome to PMR446 for today. You got Miles here, Tango Delta 14. How's it going?
Aye, it's getting on all right there, lads. It's all right. Great. We've just been up Dales and done all sorts of stuff. I'll tell you what, though, I love it up here, man. I do. It's great, you know. It's nice to make your acquaintance, by the way.
Just want to make it clear here that we're not taking the mickey out of regional accents. We are just doing a small impression, just to lighten the mood.
I do. I've got lots of characters. I do all kinds. It depends what mood I'm in at the moment. So there you go. Hopefully you're still getting me nice and clear there, Miles. Is that still good in there?
Yeah, fine. As far as I'm aware, you come in pretty well up to one point, and then as I kind of drop down the little bit down to where I live, so my home 20, you don't get me. I don't get you so well there, and so obviously vice versa. No idea why that is. I did work it out once on an elevation map. It's St Michael's Hill, I think, is in the way between you and I at that point.
Ah, that's it, and that's granite. That's pure granite, concrete jungle. Everything all on the side of the face. Yeah, it cuts me. I remember you dropping out when you said, I'm just literally going down the hill into my village now, and you were gone. I lost you.
But right now I'm up top of Black Boy Hill, so you should be getting me all right from here.
Isn't that strange? There's nowhere road on that hill, Black Boy Hill, but yet everyone refers to it as that. That's strange, isn't it? No street names.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, just a hill.
I know, but they still refer to it as a. Well, I'm surprised if it did have a street name. Like, I'm sure with all the protests and BLM and everything else, they would have ripped that down, wouldn't they, and sprayed it up.
Yeah, I must admit, I'm not sure of the history behind that one, but you're right. I think there would be something said about that.
There would have been an outrage, wouldn't there? There'd have been all kinds out there. I'll just quickly get back to Alex. If you're listening, Alex, can you still hear I forgot your name. Yeah, get back to it. Miles. Alex, if you're out there, he's probably busy. He does street marshalling. He's on the street walking around the city ground. Probably he does the security down there.
Yeah, Miles, that's the name. Yeah.
I got it. It just wasn't there on the tip of my tongue. Miles. Okay, so look, when you get home, try and add us on the group and put that on the YouTube clip or whatever you've recorded. Put that on that group if you could, on that PMR experimental 446 group. You said it anyway, which one to join. I'm definitely on that one, so and I could have a look at it, and yeah, and we could swap details, like, if you know what I mean.
Roger that. Well, I've been recording this clip on the GoPro here for 18 minutes. I've been driving for 18 minutes now, and I can safely say you have not dropped one little bit, but I am getting to the point now where I think you will start to drop off a little bit.
Yeah, no problem at all there, mate. As I said, the power is restricted here. Admittedly, it's a little bit over the legal requirement, but it's not excessive. It's within the 18 to 20, I think. So it's nothing excessive. It's not a high-powered radio, not like some of them are up to 100 watts. I did have a radio here that was 100 watts, but I got rid of it, so I sold that. But there's no need for that kind of power on this band. There's no need. So that it works the whole city, as I found. You can work the whole city with about 10 to 5 watts with a good antenna to antenna. That's base to mobile or mobile to mobile.
I'll keep chatting. I'll keep chatting until I kind of park up. So we'll see how well this works and see when it really drops out. But yeah, you're right. I mean, I think I'm on 10 watts at the moment, and it seems to be doing okay.
Yeah, okay, mate. Well, no problem. You are going up and down in signal, but I've still got your audio. You're not dropping out on me completely yet, but I'm sure you will. But keep it going. Keep it going.
Just got to negotiate a roundabout. Just to point out to anyone who is watching this video, as I said before, I did do a check on this, and I do believe it is legal to drive and use a mic.
It is. I'm sure. Was that Alex trying again? So if Alex is out there still, if you're out there, give Miles a radio check. He's portable still. He's nearly home. Nah, he's not there. Miles, yeah, back to you, Miles.
Stand by.
Okay, I've got you on an S1 at the moment, and the signal's gone down substantially, obviously down the hill, yeah?
Well, it's not actually. It's, as I say, it is just that we've got that hill in the way.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, you should do pretty high up. Imagine if you had an antenna on your chimney. You could put a small sort of diamond 30, an X-diamond 30 up there. No one would see that.
I could definitely get one up there. It's just a question of persuading the partner.
Okay, well, I'll keep it as long as I can. I'm starting to lose you now, Mark, so it's obviously that hill is in the way. You know, you can't help that. Bristol's got 7 hills, isn't it? 7 sisters, they call it, isn't it? Something like that, if I remember right. So there's a lot of terrain, a lot of built-up areas, a lot of granite, so it's just nature of the beast. Hopefully you're hearing me intermittently, but nonetheless, you're still hearing me.
Yeah, still got you.
I got you still as well. It's up and down in the valleys, but that doesn't matter. It's the audio that counts.
Okay, Roger. Well, I'm just outside the house now, so I'm not sure if you still got me now.
Yeah, it's got you there. Last over was a 4. You parked outside the house now.
Yeah, Roger. Well, just about to park.
That's a 4, and it's a radio 5.
All right. Well, I'm going to park up, so I will bid you farewell. Thank you very much for the chat, and speak to you soon.
Okay, well there you go, from Knoll to where you are in the village. You made complete contact all the way. Relatively low power from base to mobile. So fantastic, Mark. All right, mate, add me to the group and we'll catch up later. Cheers and beers.
Cheers, Paul. See you later. We'll leave it there. Thanks for watching, and if you want to put a comment down below, you like the format, I'd appreciate it, but if not, I will, well, I'll see you soon.